we have some significant injury and major news that we need to come in that just occurred with an injury, as well as we're going to do keys to victory in this game. Let's go. Before we get into this video, it's a well-known fact that if we get to 500 likes on this video, the Detroit Lions will have a better opportunity to win on Sunday. So if you want the Lions to beat the Seahawks, go ahead and smash that like button. In this game, you got Seattle Seahawks traveling to Detroit, a West Coast team coming all the way to the East Coast. It is at 1 p.m. Eastern time here at Ford Field. The Lions are favored by 7 points. The over and under is 47.5. And you got the Detroit Lions, who is 1-0, 21 points per game scoring offense, even though they only really did 14, and that's 12th in the NFL. Scoring defense, they allowed 20 points. That's 13th best in the NFL. Seattle Seahawks is an 0-1 record, did not win versus the Rams. Scoring offense, they only got 13 points. That's 27th best in the NFL. Scoring defense, only 30 points. That was put up on them. That's 27th in the NFL as well. Same numbers. Very interesting there. And if you look what the Detroit Lions did to the Kansas City Chiefs, we beat them. Jared Goff was good, 22-35, 253 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. David Montgomery was 21 carries, 74 yards, 1 touchdown, and Josh Reynolds was 4 receptions, 80 yards, 0 touchdowns. And the Lions defense did a good job against Patrick Mahomes, is 21 for 39, only 226, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Isaiah Pacheco was 8 carries, 23 yards, and MVS was 2 receptions, 48 yards. The Seattle Seahawks, on the other hand, they got their boots and booties handed to there. Seattle Seahawks, Geno Smith was 16 for 26, 112 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Kenneth Walker was 12 carries for 64 yards. DK Metcalf, only 3 receptions, 47 yards and a touchdown. Matthew Stafford in the offense was 24 for 38, 334, 0 tuds. Kyron Wilson was 15 carries for 50 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tutu Atwell, 6 receptions, 119 yards. So what does that mean? It means the Detroit Lions looks like they can go ahead and start to drool a little bit as that defense got 8-up. So who do you got winning this game? Put L for Lions, S for Seahawks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you got winning? Let's get into this major injury news. And Joshua Paschal suffered a big injury, and he's going to miss some time. Now, Dan Campbell says it's not to the point of going on IR, but it's a big injury, and he's going to miss multiple weeks. So he's not going to be playing in this game. And he was a big part of the Lions defeating the Kansas City Chiefs, stopping the run and making big play on 3rd down. Joshua Paschal was supposed to make a big jump this year, and it looked promising, but the man got injured. Thankfully, on the positive side, the Detroit Lions does have great depth at the defensive line. When you look at Romeo Okwara, Julian Okwara, John Kaminsky, Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil, Levi Nwuzurike, all these guys on the defensive line is good, and the depth is great. And this is why you have depth, because injuries do happen. So wish him the best, because we need to have him back when, the Lions are competing to make a playoff run. Injury update here on Taylor Decker. He did not practice yesterday. Maybe by the time this comes out, we'll know if he's officially out or if it's questionable. I'm thinking questionable. Don't kill me if it's wrong by the time it comes out. But he's been dealing with a injury here. We want him to be on the field. We want the offensive line to be stout throughout the season. But if he can't go, who knows? Maybe they'll just put Nelson at the left side. If they don't like that, they can move Penei Sewell to the left side, put Nelson on the right side. That's options the Detroit Lions could do. Hopefully he can play, and we don't have to realize that. Emmanuel Moseley, he's probably not going to be playing in this game. I would say give it another week or 2. And at some point, he will get on the field and be a part of the Lions' defense. But Jerry Jacobs did a solid job in his place. I'm fine with Jerry Jacobs. Not too worried on this one. And Khalil Dorsey missed practice yesterday due to illness. So he's not even a really big part of this team, a significant player like a Joshua or a Taylor Decker. But we want all our players to be healthy, so hopefully he's good to go, here soon enough. Let's do some keys to victories here, and I think the Detroit Lions defensive line needs to have a big game here. The Seattle Seahawks are out their left tackle and their right tackle, the starters. And the Detroit Lions got Aiden Hutchinson, Charles Harris. That got everybody. They need to be licking their chops and getting after Geno Smith. That is major for a Lions victory. We need to pound him to the ground and take advantage of their ailing offensive line. If you look what the Detroit Lions did to the Super Bowl champions Kansas City Chiefs offense here, did pretty good. Total offense for them was only 316 yards. That's amazing. They only passed for 226. They rushed only for 90 yards on 23 carries with 3.9 average. They turned the football over one time, and the Lions beat them in time possession. So that means the Detroit Lions defense did a phenomenal job, and it did have a lot to do with Aiden Hutchinson in the defensive line. So if they can replicate that type of success, but even better because of the offensive line is bad, that is what the Lions need in this game. Folks, I want you to predict the score in the comments below. I got the Detroit Lions winning 30-17, but maybe you differ. Maybe you got a different score. So blow up the comment section with score predictions. My next key to victory here is stopping DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, their number one wide receiver, big physical guy, red zone target. He is good against his DBs on the routes and how he plays. He's just a good player. And if you look what he did last week and compare it against the Detroit Lions last year, last week he didn't really do that great. He had 5 targets for 3 receptions, 47 yards, 1 touchdown, along of 28. That's what we want to see in this game. So Cam Sutton, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Kirby Joseph, and Brian Branch, Aaron Glenn, put a whooping on him this time, because what he did to us last year was sick. He was targeted 9 times on 7 receptions, 149 yards, along of 54. And that's one of the reasons they kicked our butt last year, is DK Metcalf was a pain in the bootay. So we need this to not happen against the Detroit Lions on Sunday. We need to have a good defensive game, hold DK Metcalf under 100 yards, and win. If the Rams can do it, the Lions should be able to do it as well, because I think the Lions secondary is a little bit better, if you ask me. What else do the Lions need to do here? We got to make Geno Smith be the New York Jets Geno Smith, not the 2022 Geno Smith versus the Detroit Lions. We need the Geno Smith of the Rams as well, because he did not do that much. Let's be honest here. He can rush and he can pass. You can't see it here, but in passing, he was 16 for 26, 112 yards and 1 touchdown. When he rushed, he was only 1 for 6 yards. That's really important. Last year versus the Detroit Lions, he teared us up. 23 for 30, over 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and 7 rushes for 49 yards. We cannot have that happen again. If that happens again, the Detroit Lions are in a world of hurt, and that is not good. We need to keep Geno Smith, the New York Jets Geno Smith, and the Geno Smith of last week. What else do we need to do to win this game? We need turnovers, folks. Turnovers win games. The reason we were on this massive win streak, started from last year into this year, is we're not turning the football over, i.e. Jared Goff's protecting it, and we're getting turnovers. Last week, Brian Branch, pick 6. That's what we need in this game. We need to get those footballs and give it back to this offense and win the game. So we need to be aggressive. We need to get some turnovers for sure. What else we need to do? We need to get Jahmyr Gibbs killing the game. That's what we need to do. We need to give Jahmyr Gibbs the football. and not just running, but passing. If you look what he did last year, or last game, in the past, he had 2 receptions for 18 yards, an average of 9. We need some more passes to my guy, Jahmyr Gibbs. In the run game, he was 7 for 42, an average of 6 yards a carry, folks. That's what the Detroit Lions need in this game, is Jahmyr Gibbs killing it. That's what we want to see him do, is kill this thing. Confidence level in this game, folks. Do you think that the Detroit Lions could win? 1 through 10. 1 being that you don't expect them to win. 10 being you fully expect them to win. Let me know in the comments below. Again, like I said earlier, I have the Detroit Lions winning this game 30-17. I think the Lions have the ability to take them to the woodshed, win this game, and make this a team that is 2-0 heading into Week 3. The Kings of the NFC North. Folks, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's really easy to do. Just hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. We're going to be live for Lions versus Seattle Seahawks watch party on Sunday. Starts at 12:30 all the way to the game is end, so you don't want to miss out. So hit that notification bell and subscribe for your Detroit Lions news and rumors.